Hi guys, it's Shani with Healing Elements. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, and of course sending tons of positive love to everyone. If you've been a return viewer today or not, just sending you a lot of positive energy, of course, today and always. Guys, this video is the latest video I'm putting out onto the playlist all about spirit animals. So if you particularly have ever identified with any specific species or animal throughout your life as your spirit animal, hopefully these videos about some of them will explain some messages and symbolic meaning behind them for you. And of course, if you have never resonated or been drawn to a specific animal as your totem or spirit animal, maybe pick one intuitively and click on it, see if any of the messages or meanings that I describe resonate with you guys. And this is all about the dragonfly spirit animal, the beautiful spirit of the dragonfly. So this is symbolic heavily of being adaptable, of being born in water as they are in nature, yet soaring through the air and learning to fly. So major transformations are indicative of people who resonate with the dragonfly spirit animal. Dragonfly spirit is powerfully connected to the spirit of nature in a whole symbolic meaning of totality, about the illusion of life, about the changing seasons, like the illusions that humankind perceives to be truths, such as time and permanence. When you resonate with the dragonfly spirit, you understand that time is but an illusion and nothing is permanent, for everything is constantly moving down the stream of the circle of life, which is ever evolving. You are highly attached, of course, again, to the periods that, most particularly 2 to 3 weeks throughout the year, which you specifically notice a sudden and concrete change in the seasons, the weather, the transformative capabilities from one state that is known to a completely different state. Change of atmosphere and climate is indicative to something that you drive to achieve. Changeability is something that seems to bring you a sense of comfort. Where others find stability in habitual patterns to be comforting, it is actually a transformative essence that you are addicted to in a healthy sense. It is that changeability and adaptive ability to come to know a new environment and love it more while keeping some of the sacred properties and meaning that you had in the pre-metamorphosis stages, is something that rings true and brings you great sense of purpose throughout your life. Again, you are very good at showing bravery in adverse situations, or situations in which are unpredictably unfolding and changing in front of you, such as your environment, standards and structures around you that you cannot help, the weather, of course, any kind of storms. You're willing to adapt and weather it out and provide sustainability in other ways if certain things have been drowned out or flooded. You enjoy the changing seasons. You understand each purpose, no matter how much they may conflict with things that you or others are able to do. You understand that with the coming seasons means the promise of the return of the current state in which you enjoyed, and the effect of the end of a state in which you did not do so well in or enjoy. You believe in the importance of changing stages, phases, and what they bring, the wisdom of going through youth or toddler period or even infancy. You understand the emphasis even on gestation. Everything is a transformation and everything evolves out of a state and into a new state. You feel cleansed also and at home with water. You have an extreme connection and love for the water, feeling safe and very in tune with your gifts and your true nature that are within you when you are in the water. You love lakes, streams, beaches, pools, rains, showers, even baths. They all have a centering effect on you. You are very, very much feeling of a renewed soul. After every time you are in contact with water, you feel like Water washes away the experiences, but keeps in the memory of truths and wisdom that are beneficial for you. You feel like it washes the unnecessary dirt and grime that will not contribute to anything for you, clear off of you. You feel cleansed by water flow in all its forms, and you have a gravitational pull toward water at all times, and you believe that a renewed, fresh, sort of spiritual skin is revealed every time you are cleansed within water. You believe that it is possible for yourself and others to regenerate, rehabilitate, and be renewed and have a rebirth after any kind of transformation for the better good. And you believe after this transformation, as a dragonfly spirit, that when you let the water wash away the old that in which you want to change, and you are able to feel comfortable in your new quote-unquote refreshed spiritual skin, that this is the true nature of your life path. This is invoking a powerful new adapted spiritual skin that you want to live in. You are also fascinating by other people, very mysterious, almost like an ethereal illusion to some, being told that you draw people in very gently and very soothing in your nature with a dreamy approach. Japan's national emblem, because of its symbolism of rebirth, is the dragonfly. It symbolizes joy and rebirth. Native Americans also hold sacred meaning for the dragonfly as a symbol for departed souls. A lot of people, like myself and my cousin, have symbolism. When we see a dragonfly, it is as if it's a sign from heaven from those who have crossed over. So a lot of cultures, including the Mayan culture, sees the dragonfly as a savior and something that is regenerative. It's the emblematic animal of the goddess of creativity, and in their story, the goddess was near death, and the dragonfly's wings actually regenerated life within the goddess and performed a transformation and enhanced her ability to perform miracles. So very, very ethereal and emotionally sensitive connection with the dragonfly spirit. It is of wisdom, of transcendence through meditation also, mutability, ability to roll with any punches and adapt to changes on the spur of the moment notice as needed. You symbolize emergence of deeper principles. This is almost like a water sign resonance with the dragonfly spirit. You're deeply guided to seek meaning to life throughout the different stages and the transformations you go through. You still stick with that deeply guided, intuitively guided seeking to explore thyself and understand life. And you are emotionally driven through everything in which you do. Love, compassion, sensitivity drives you. Tenderness is a part of you. Small things impact you in a very touching way. You put emphasis on small details and really have people fascinated with you in a very adoring way because of this. It's because also your belief in love. And you believe so much in love that it is a guiding force for your life, and you feel for life itself, for everyone. You often have a main focus in your career or what you do with others with love, constantly bringing it into motion and into the conversation, exploring its effects on every different thing, even political arguments, as a way to understand and perceive. And these perceptions about love always light a very, very passionate living intrigue within you. And you are definitely, if of dragonfly spirit, one of the light workers on this planet. You spread a very light, weightless, innocent, burden-free, accepting type of vibe. This burdenless light and this ability to let go of things that hold us down, that are unnecessary, like bitterness, resentment, and anger. You share this lightness and the ability to let go with others, and you're very calm. Your calmness and kind of an open, sensitive nature makes you seem very emotionally vulnerable. And of course, Emotional vulnerability is beautiful, and people can either think and admire this within you as beautiful, forming deep, trusting bonds with you because of it, or, of course, as human nature can go into the dark, people can often try to take advantage of you because of that quality and lay guilt trips on you out of jealousy and also spite and not being able to deal with their own inner darkness. They may use you based on your accepting, your giving, your compassionate, loving, peaceful nature, and because you are so emotionally vulnerable, letting people know this about you, that you are sensitive. And dragonfly spirits possess ethereal beauty. People look at you despite your physical qualities and attributes. They look at you and they see just an amazing array, diverse, divine colors, a spectrum of colors just arranged to perfection, something that is adored and admired and wanted to be looked upon. So your presence is always welcome. It's always like a beacon, a welcome, beautiful sight, often to others that are ailing, maybe physically with a disease, or maybe even ailing and trying to hide their mental disease or mental unwellness inside. You come around and it actually gives them purpose or sustenance to try to move forward. It's a healing, beautiful light quality that almost, when coming into contact with dragonfly spirit animal, people can seem to be a healing balm, can remove even those nasty vibrations or thoughts that are unproductive and negative, thoughts in which people didn't even know were there. You're a very, very deep person. There's also connection with the dragonfly to fairy realms, like in Irish folklore and Celtic, being able to connect these true worlds of what's behind the veil and what is in the physical presence, connecting and bridging these connections for others. The between world medium is something that you are very capable of doing. Metamorphosis and transformation play key roles in your life path. People often are in awe of the way in which you're graceful and adapt to these transformations and the way in which you transform yourself. They view this as something that is for the better, for good, for enlightenment, even often if they do not reveal that to you in person. And the dragonfly morphs by changing colors in nature. So the dragonfly, as it ages, completely changes colors. So that is symbolic and indicative of what you're able to do. As you get older, you're able to adhere to answering the call to do so within your life. So you're able to transform your colors. You're able to live your life differently, changing and illuminating different colors on the spectrum, different areas of your life, so to speak, reaching full potential and exploring other areas and what those colors make you feel, right? As you get older, you're able to wear many different quote unquote spiritual skins. You're also very good at inspiring others to evolve and to go with the flow, teaching others not to fear change, which a lot of people do, even when we are under unpredictable circumstance. You seem to be a rock and someone who is able to make things that are difficult seem a little bit less miserable. You have incredible flexibility. You are able to fly gracefully, even when being blown with the wind's fervor and ferocious, strength, yet you appear to just gently glide through the air very lightly. Gentleness and lightness defines you. Tact and grace, it often reminds me of Jackie Kennedy facing such an insurmountable, unbelievable tragedy as the assassination of her husband, and still having tact, grace, and slow, peaceful, looking at least, energy as she was under pressure and had to make many public appearances and do so much more in the eye of an entire country's public. So the dragonfly spirit is one of that kind of vibe. You have the ability to take even the most shocking revelations or endure the most crazy trials and tribulations or tower moments very calmly. You seem to take things lightly, very slowly, without jumping to conclusions, and act in a tactful manner no matter what darkness or circumstance that is impending surrounds you. A Zen sort of centered, aligned type of attitude seems to be very easy for you to acquire, even if rattled for the moment. You are a definite lifelong optimist and able to see many, many positives in situations that clearly no one else seems to find within life or, again, adverse situations. So guys, blessings, love, and light, you guys. That is all about the dragonfly spirit animal.